Hello kids, I'm Nusrat from Cuteviz and today we are going to understand adjectives and adverbs. Let's begin understanding adjectives. What is an adjective? Adjective is a describing word. Adjective is nothing but a describing word. But what does it describe? It is a describing word, but what does it describe? So, adjective describes the noun or the pronoun in the sentence. It may describe the person, the place, it may describe the object, or it may also describe a few thoughts. For example, an adjective may tell you how a person or how an object looks like. It may tell you what kind of noun or pronoun it is. It may also tell you how does it feel to touch, to taste, or smell. And it may also tell you the temperature of any object. It may tell you the size of any object, anything that describes a noun or the pronoun is called as an adjective. It describes the quality, or it may also tell you the quantity. Let's describe ourselves. How will you describe you? Are you kind? Are you tall? Are you short? Are you smart? Are you lazy? Are you an interesting person? Yes, interesting is also an adjective you can describe yourself with. So these all words, kind, tall, short, smart, lazy, interesting, are describing words that they describe you. After understanding about adjectives through this session, you can pick out some adjectives and describe yourself. It will be a good assessment for yourself. Let us write down a few examples and pick out adjectives from those examples. Suppose I write, she wore a beautiful dress. If I look at this sentence, the word dress is the noun and the word beautiful describes the dress. So beautiful is the adjective. Let's write down one more sentence. The chef cooked delicious meal. Suppose you go to a restaurant to eat and the meal there is delicious. So the word delicious describes the noun meal. So delicious is the adjective here. Let's write down one more sentence. The bouquet had 3 white flowers. So if you read this sentence carefully, here we have flowers as the noun. And there are 2 words describing the flowers, 3 and white. 3 tells you the quantity of the flowers and white tells you the color of the flowers. So 3 and white both are adjectives. So what are adjectives? Adjectives are nothing but describing words. Now let us understand what are adverbs. Adverbs are something that tell you more about verbs. Tell you more about verbs. Adverbs give you more information about verbs. They may tell you how the action is taking place. It can also tell you when the action took place. It tells you where the action has taken place, and it can also tell you how often the action took place or how often the action takes place. Now let us write down some words. Which words will tell you how is the action taking place? Suppose the action took place loudly, The action took place slowly, beautifully, carefully. So these are all adverbs. They tell you how an action took place. Adverbs may also tell you when the action took place. Like now, the action took place now, or today, yesterday, tomorrow, tonight. These all words indicate when the action is taking place. So they are all adverbs. Adverbs also tell you where the action is taking place. For example, here, hmm, upstairs, outside, indoors. So these words tell you where the action is taking place. And lastly, adverbs may also tell you how often the action takes place. The action takes place daily. That means it's taking place every day. Hmm? Always, never, seldom. These words tell you how often the action is taking place. So these all words are called as adverbs. They tell you something more about verbs. Let us find out adverbs from the following sentences. So the first sentence says, she ate greedily. The action is eating. And how did she eat? Greedily. So greedily is the adverb in the sentence. The second sentence states the movie will start now. So the word now tells you the action is going to take place right now. So the word now is the adverb. The baby crawled indoors. Crawling is the action the baby is doing. And where did he crawl? He crawled indoors. So indoors tells you the place where the action is going to take place. So indoors is the adverb. The last sentence, the boy never argues with his parents. It states that the action never happens. So never is the adverb. So adverbs are nothing but words that tell you something more about verbs. How the action is taking place, where the action is taking place, when the action took place, how often the action takes place. So I hope you understood adjectives and adverbs.